The Crucible.
Does that mean that it's time for PvP Destiny, or time for, like, a literary classic of high school going to rent the movie from the now-defunct Blockbuster?
This is a great question.
I feel like it's an important question, if not slightly long-winded and awkward. I like the layout of this level immediately, where you have a hall and you have 2 doors, and I'm sure you're gonna have to open them, but, like, you don't have any immediate way to open either of them. Something interesting about that.
Well, I think I'm supposed to...
Well, these are the keys, right?
They
These are
have...
keycard doors in hell?
Yeah.
Why is it that we're
they're
still in hell?
keyed.
The whole back and forth between hell and not hell is really confusing to me.
No, I guess I'm supposed to go in there. I'm gonna wander around and collect some more items first, though. This is a sign. I don't know what it's a sign of, but it's a sign. Though, I mean, they just spam you with ammo so much in this game
They do
now
that, so
like...
it's actually a little hard to tell when you really need it, or when you don't. But your comment before actually reminded me of something funny I saw on Twitter this morning. It was like, basically, I forget exactly how it was phrased, but the setup was like, oh man, like a Ouija board, should we do something with it? And then it's like, starts spelling out like, we got... He's like, oh, I don't know. And he's like, no, let's keep going. And then it's like, we got an update to our privacy policy.
Oh, God.
Because hashtag dating this episode, 10,000 emails on that subject from everyone.
Yeah.
Are you trying to actually read a map in Doom? Because I don't think
no.
meant for that.
I'm looking at the things that need to be done. I have to kill a mancubus with a pistol. I have to kill 2 cocodemons with 1 shot. Is that those floating heads?
Those are the floating ball guys.
Alright, and then I have to kill 10 demons with explosive barrels.
Honestly,
what is explosive barrels? Is that this?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume explosive barrels are like environment barrels. You know, like Hollywood, shoot the barrel, it explodes. I don't feel like I've seen a ton of those, but I think they exist in the game. Yeah, those probably count. But I feel like the hardest one of those is going to be kill Mancubus with a pistol, because when's the last time we saw a normal-ass Mancubus that wasn't a cyber Mancubus? That had to be special summoned from the extra deck. Like that fucker.
Oh, there's one.
Isn't that... Oh no, maybe that is regular Mancubus.
Yeah, that's regular.
But doesn't that mean you should shoot him with a pistol?
No, I have to kill him with a pistol.
Right. Shouldn't you be shooting him with the pistol? Don't worry about that command prompt.
I did it!
There!
Aha!
It's a really weird challenge, but you did it! I'm proud of you.
That was easy. Alright, so now I gotta blow up dudes with barrels. Oh look!
Hey, it's
flavor text button.
Oh, it is the flavor text, isn't it? Because it's got the weird wiggly edges.
Look what I found. More bullshit I don't need. Yeah.
Oh, that's literally armor. Weird. I feel like you missed like 2 of these, and yet there's probably still enough game for you to max out all of the stats, so what is the purpose of it? Like
Great question.
Like the flavor text is still going during that menu. I mean, it goes on for so long, I feel like we could put together like a convincing montage of like, you like brush your teeth, it's still reading the flavor text. You go to bed, reading the flavor text. You get on like the commuter rail, it's still reading the flavor text.
Working real hard at this.
I feel like it tends to be easier when you just like matador him and like get him to run into something. Because when you're just trying to like circle around him, he keeps just chasing his tail or whatever. Uh-oh. It's some more demons. So I'm gonna ask you a question. It might sound like a criticism of the game, and maybe it is. I'm not sure I've decided this. Do you have a favorite level of the game? so far?
They all blend together in my head, so no.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting at. Is like, I feel like this is probably my favorite level so far, just in that I feel like it actually has a clearly distinct design overall. Like, there's a couple of, like, individual parts of other levels that stand out a little bit. Obviously, that one boss we fought, there was that, like, weird, really tall platforming bit that we did that kind of sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's really... Oh, I got one of these now.
You got haste! Yeah, those things must be the barrels, since they're out in some number. Yeah, you got 1 out of 10 for that.
Come over here.
Haste feels like a really odd choice of power-up for this room, with all these, like, slow, shambling, idiot guys. Wow, that's somehow counted for 5.
I'll take it. I think it basically killed everyone in the room.
Yeah, somehow
yeah, this
is
weird.
That.
I'm assuming something's gonna happen when I press this button.
Oh, probably.
Other than just, like, open the door.
And yeah, frankly, it might be something that...
Okay, oh, here's a guy. Is there another one? There is another one. Okay, great. This is gonna be a challenge. Alright, both of you get close together.
This is gonna be real hard. You're, like, basically already dead. Well, not really, because you have, like, infinite health power-ups at this point, but you still have the blinding effect. It's annoying. It's interesting. Usually, like, you can't complete all of the mission objectives this early on in the level, but, like, hypothetically, if you've been, like, really needlessly cautious in some of the previous rooms, I feel like you'd be at least very close to finishing the exploding barrels one. So, like, as of this room, you could have done basically everything, which I don't think has ever been possible before. This is gonna suck, man. Oh,
Did I do it? Did that count?
I think it got both of them.
I think it counted. I think it counted. Oh my god.
Listen, you gotta tap. You gotta open the thing. I hope it did. You earned that.
Let's see. Let's see. I worked real hard at that one. Spacebar to continue. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Who's good at this game?
Nicely done, my friend.
Tech Azuric. That is my name. No, it's not. Don't wear it out.
Wait, if it's not your name, can't we wear it out? I feel like you're sending me a mixed message.
You definitely can't wear it out. Fuck you.
Certainly can't stop me from trying.
Right. Now I can just kill them.
Yeah, no, just like, yeah, make them dead. Try out that sweet diplomacy gun. Did you get that yet?
It's gonna be too legit to quit. And then I will have to quit. Because it'll be too legit. Hey, did you hear Roseanne got canceled?
I did hear about that. Hashtag, we'll date this episode as hard as we... I'll look up some current events so we just really date this episode.
Yeah, there's a volcano happening. Still.
Yeah, still.
That shit sucks.
In a sense. Yeah, but like that Roseanne thing is pretty ridiculous.
It's crazy. And then she tried to, like, fight back. People were like, wow, dude, that's offensive. And she's like, no, it's not a religion. I mean, it's not a race. It can't be racist. Anybody who has to say, like, I can't be racist because clearly is a racist.
Unfortunately, they're racist. Yeah, so, according to CNN 32 minutes ago, Missouri governor resigns over scandals, which, like, I don't even feel like I really need to click into that, because our government. Am I right, ladies?
Yep.
Ooh, also, 27 minutes ago, porn is the root cause of school shootings, Tennessee lawmaker says. Huh?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with our incredibly loose gun laws or our awful gun culture. It's definitely porn, a completely unrelated vice.
Yes, absolutely.
Because all vices are the same. And,
also, just to your previous point, there is in fact a literal bubbling lava cam, like, streaming live via CNN. So, like...
Really?
Yeah. Now you could just go to
That's
CNN...
That's such a CNN thing to do.
Right now, and, like, literally watch lava bubbling. Like, really far away, because you obviously wouldn't want to get close to that. So there you go. Hashtag really, really dating this episode.
There you are.
Hey, how much do you think we have to pay Cotillion to get him to, like, put in, like, a running news ticker at the time we upload the video, so, like, we're really dating the episode?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I don't think that's, like, actually...
No, that's like a logistical nightmare, and, like, there's no reason to do that. And also, I feel like the true answer is we literally don't pay him right now, so that'd be a start. Lol.
Yeah. Sorry, Cotillion. We love you.
Yeah, but we're not successful. Nor are we cute, nor are we a couple.
And definitely not a team. Or
No,
friends.
certainly not.
What are we if we're none of those things? Like, we're running out of things to be.
We're like business partners, sort of. We're like
Alright,
unsuccessful
yeah,
business partners.
Great. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna press E on it. I got a weapon upgrade
Oh,
point,
I think it was also a demon map upgrade. Apparently that's what that's looked like all along. Have we seen one of those before? I feel like we've gotten maps in hell without seeing one of those.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Alright, let's leave this place. It's terrible. Health, please. Thank you.
I will say, though, that I am really greatly enjoying my mild level of success at streaming.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's good.
I show up every now and then.
It's true, and now, as of this last Saturday, if you watch my stuff live, then you start accruing doubloons with which to spend on things. Sweet loyalty points that we interact with the stream. I'm very excited about this.
That's too legit to quit.
I don't remember if I've actually told you about this, but I'm very excited.
I saw you mentioned it in the chat, but I was too busy to pay attention to what was going on.
Yeah, you were like dead all weekend, right? Hashtag dating this episode was Memorial Day.
Yeah, I mean, I was just really busy. We had a congratulatory barbecue on Sunday for my brother, who just graduated law school on Friday.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hashtag dating this episode. And what did I do? There were other things that happened. Saturday, I went on a hike with some friends.
They must not be very good friends if they made you hike.
That was the time. I haven't been aiming for explosive barrels. I haven't really seen that many. So.
Yeah, I don't feel like the last area or two have had very many. Like the last time we saw them was that same room where you blew up 5 guys with one shot.
Oh, do I want that? Can I get that?
Probably quad damage.
I might get it.
Yeah, it might unlock after you beat this wave and they send harder guys or something. I feel like that's what that cage usually means.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, did as little as I could manage to do over the past weekend.
I mean, that's a way to live. Absolutely.
I mean, it's been a really intense couple of months, and having a single day off work was really cause to just fucking not even. I spent 11 hours watching Gabby Spart's live stream on Friday, because I got to work from home. So it was kind of an extra long weekend. Then I watched 8 or 9 hours, I think, of her stream on Saturday, because she did 2 12-hour streams in a row. Then on Sunday, I saw Solo with my parents.
How was? Oh, you liked it, right?
Yeah, I actually really liked it. I expected to just hate it. I frankly, I know my mom was really excited about it, and I'll see basically anything. So it's not like I was ugh, Solo, but I really expected to be I'm gonna walk away from this being really mad that they've done this, because it's I don't know. I didn't like the guy that they cast. I didn't really like the premise. I've not particularly.
How do you feel about the guy now that you saw the movie?
I heard someone say before seeing the movie that he grows on you over the course of the movie, and I'm that's absurd. That doesn't make any sense. But I think I would agree with that. He's still not probably my favorite pick of all the people in the world to play a young Han Solo, but I think he pulls it off. I do. I really don't want to give him the credit, but realistically, I feel like he does.
Alright, we can go with that.
Yeah, and then on Monday, I then watched like 8 hours of Day 9 live streaming Dark Souls. I watched a lot of other people playing video games without getting up for long periods of time. It was a really good weekend.
That sounds great. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a time. What did I do on Friday? I did something on Friday too. I mean on Monday rather, because it was, you know, holiday.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember what though. So
Can't remember if you mentioned.
no, that's cool.
You like showed up back on the grid at some point on Monday, but I was like preoccupied trying to like figure out more things
Oh yeah,
to do.
the professor and I cleaned our closet.
Oh, that's true.
Super
You mentioned
exciting.
it. I have been doing that for like a week. We got like, I mean, like my apartment's been like a shit show since I moved in here, so it's like super long overdue. And it's like the most like an apartment that a human being lives in that it's been since I moved in, which is nice.
Alright.
But like also at some point late last week we got this like really generic notice from the building I live in being like, hey, people are going to show up next Wednesday. They're going to come into your apartment. That is all. And it's like, okay.
People from the town? People from the city? Well, like, what's the deal?
Dude, I don't know. This is just how my building operates. Like minimum amount of information, absolute barest minimum amount of like helping you or addressing your concerns. So I got approval to work from home tomorrow. Hashtag really dating this episode because it's Tuesday of said Memorial Day week.
Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
God, it only Tuesday.
Yeah. Rarely has a Tuesday felt more like a Monday though. So like,
I know.
for once I might even say it already Tuesday.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I you know, I don't know if I've ever actually told you the story. I think I probably have. Of like, there was one of the first times like work had to be done on my apartment after I like moved in. I don't even remember specifically what was being done at the time. But like, you know, I just sort of like, the landlady was like, oh, like I'll have to like let the person in. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's like a totally normal thing to do. Just like have the landlady like let the person in. That shouldn't be any kind of problem.
Right.
And then I got home from work and found that not only was the door to my apartment like totally unlocked despite the fact that whoever was there had left clearly some time previous, but the door was just open.
Oh my god.
Since that occasion, at any point in time I've had any ability to be like around when someone has to come into my apartment, I have been. Because it's like, you get that leeway once, and when you so blatantly disrespect my trust, then you do not get it again. Like, that's absurd.
No, you definitely don't.
That is not a reasonable thing for you to do.
Okay, so I got the blue key.
Do you have both now?
I got the yellow key.
I don't know what I expect this to do. Are they still both just doorways, or do they somehow work together in some new, previously unforeseen? What? Are we missed now?
I think it's missed now. Later there's gonna be a book.
Oh, dude. So this is the 25th anniversary of Myst. And
yeah, happy anniversary, Myst.
They just did a Kickstarter to like basically remaster everything and make it playable on like modern computers.
Oh shit!
And I kickstarted that shit.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I went like a little bit ham.
Did you?
Yeah. So like, there were like a number of very reasonable tiers with stuff like, oh, you know, like you get copies of like some of the games or like soundtracks or whatever. And I did like an almost like $200 tier where you get what they describe in almost these exact words of like the closest thing that will ever exist to a physically working linking book. And it's also like a USB drive with special behind the scenes features about how Myst came to be. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I'll do that. I want that dumb thing you described. Give it to me.
My frame rate is in the toilet right now.
Yeah. That was weird.
Oh god.
I guess there's still more guys.
There's not a lot of guys, though.
No, there's not. I was gonna make the comment, like, it felt weird that, like, usually when you, like, do something to provoke a bunch of demons, it feels like more than, like, 3 dudes. I guess they're just, like, showing up really casually. They're just, like, at this point, they're, like, desensitized to the fact that you just keep showing up in hell and blowing up their couch or whatever. They're like, oh,
I was watching,
guy.
I was reading something recently. There was a post. It was comparing, fuck, what was the game? Dark Souls and Doom. And it was like, Dark Souls, you're trapped in a room with a bunch of demons. Doom, the demons are trapped in the room with you.
It's kind of accurate.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Have you actually played Dark Souls?
I played a little bit at Justin's for like an hour, and I was like, wow, this is awful. Wow, my frame rate is still garbage. What is happening? All these like moving world parts are just like too much for my computer.
These like 5 particle effects of like some dust falling from the ceiling. I genuinely don't know what the game wants from. Oh, okay, it's one of these guys. Ooh, I bet that hurt.
It did hurt. I had armor before. Oh, hello. How about this action?
Yeah, that's probably a good time for this. Wow, that guy, the first one really absorbed all that, huh? I kind of thought that was gonna just blow through him in a straight line, but not so much.
Nope. What did we accomplish? Well, we got our frame rate back, so that's good.
Well, that was the
It's
challenge. The game reduced the frame. It's what's that game that
Let's see.
that Dan recommended to us like a really long time ago, like Eternal Darkness, where like
Dan Lance?
yeah, he like there was some time he like came out to like meet with us at Burbank, and we like had lunch, and we were like talking about our YouTube channel, and he like recommended Eternal Darkness, which is this weird horror game that like starts like messing with your like it'll like pretend to like it'll like show like a
like
volume display changing,
and
and it'll like pretend that the screen has like shut off or whatever, and just go to complete black with no audio and do weird stuff like that. So like that would be like the next level, is like until you complete this challenge, your frame rate is poop soup.
Whoops.
Oh, did you? You must have like
I
barely
exploded
fallen
into a
off
lot
that
of tiny
platform.
bits. Well, so I jumped off of it expecting to be able to melee him, like do a glory kill in the air, and then jump to the next platform, and he died as I like was on the way there. So I was like, oh shit, he is dead. I should not do this. But it was too late. I had no choice. Oh, good. That's great.
Kind of felt like it just pushed you, like not even like you moved. Like it felt like your intention
well,
was
so I
clearly to
jumped,
go
and then I
straight
like bounced
down.
off the wall.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It's
so,
only
you know,
now
we're gonna be
occurring to me.
careful now.
Yeah, it's only now occurring to me that like I have not paid attention to what our actual goal is. Reclaim the Crucible from its tomb. What? What? Is the Crucible a thing or a person? And is the person alive or dead? It's in a tomb, but we're in hell, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And what happens when you die in hell? You just get back up? Yeah.
That's what I tried to do.
Like part of the way through, I sort of like thought about that. I'm like, does that actually work? I'm not sure
So I
that
expected
actually
to be able to
works.
get another jump. I figured they'd just give me the benefit of the doubt and be like, ah, you did a cool thing.
Yeah,
You can
I
have
mean,
another jump for no reason.
I guess we
And
haven't.
I kind of
really
had like a little bit of a
encountered
bump.
that. Yeah. Maybe you can ask nicely. Have you tried asking nicely? I feel like the diplomacy gun would be OP at this game. Which somehow reminds me of the Crucible. Or not the Crucible, the Council. Which I talked about a couple weeks ago.
The book?
We're in the Crucible.
We got there already.
Yeah, no, we've been here for like 20 minutes. But like, I'm really excited for the Council, and remarkably, I can't play it because I have an even more ridiculous game to be playing in the meantime. Because I started
Detroit?
Yeah, I started streaming Detroit, and I gotta tell you, I expect, like, similarly to Solo, I expected that game to be like fucking garbage. Like,
Not garbage? Not garbage?
No, like, I mean, it still has some, like, stylistic flaws of like any other David Cage game.
I mean, it wouldn't be Quantic Dreams if it wasn't like, a little bit lost.
But like
in the
interface is like sleek as hell. It controls and feels like way better than any of the other games. It's more immersive, which was always sort of the point of everything. But like one of the things that's most interesting to me is like how well like themed and integrated the controls are. So like basically they've added a button. You just like hold down like trigger and it like tells you your current objective. Which, even for a game like that, is helpful, because, like, sometimes you're, like, playing some story segment, and, like, the presumption is just that you're, like, cooking someone a meal, and, like, you just don't know why, or whatever, so, like, it helps to be able to be like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, I'm making a pizza. Okay. But, like,
they're
because...
fighting each other?
That's interesting. I wonder if that's important. But, like, because all of the playable characters are androids, like, everything is sort of masked with this whole, like, computer UI thing. So it's like, they're, like, when the game doesn't want you to go past a certain point, it's like, this is not the direction of your task. But, like, it's motivated because you're a fucking android and you're following your programming.
Okay.
And there's, like, lots of
like,
little
the
touches
setting that
like
they
that.
chose, the structure of the story and shit, like, make the game better.
Yeah,
than normally would
like
be.
it smooths over some of the weird, like, seams inherent to making a game like that, and not only does it sort of excuse them, but it also like creates something larger than the components. Like, it feels really good.
Oh, all right.
Plus, like, they added like a flowchart at the end of each segment you play to give you some sense of what other choices look like, and like. It's really enough.
What
wow,
is this thing?
that's BFG ammo, but you used 2 shots like 5 minutes ago. How do you have full ammo again?
Well, so I did. I might as well use it.
Yeah, might as well. Yoink.
Yeah, I killed a guy and it gave me some. I saw it.
No, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But basically, just like it seems like choices matter a lot more than in something like Heavy Rain.
That's cool.
And like, the effects aren't always immediate, but like, you sort of can tell when you do something that will have ramifications later. It has like a certain way of showing you that without being the like Telltale Games
so
like...
and so will remember this.
Yeah, which just feels so like blatant. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Lazy.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, like it, you know, just like I was saying when I first started talking about the council when that first chapter came out, like, it feels like we're taking some really big leaps here. Like, there's so much to hate about 2018. Like, this year has been a real fiasco, man. But, like...
It's been... I mean, as was last year. Let's talk about it.
It's true. But let's not talk about it.
Let's never talk about it.
Let's never... We can never go back to the 5 and dime, frankly.
We can never go back to the 5 and dime.
We can't do it. It's not allowed. But...
No!
Damn. But, like, basically, like, if there's one positive takeaway from this year, it's the fact that, like, this is finally the, like, second coming of adventure games I've been waiting for since I was, like, a kid. Because, like, this stuff is, like, legit. It's, like, really good. And, like, for the most part, we've had this technology for, like, a decade. I don't know why it's been so hard to make, like, a decent game. I mean, like, it wouldn't have looked quite as nice if we made it 10 years ago, but it's not like it's like, oh, now we're using, like, quantum processing to, like, know that so-and-so will remember this, right? Like, it's fucking, it's narrative. Like, we're not talking about, like, super intense game
storytelling
mechanics.
is a little old.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I'm glad to see, like, people actually making good games that make use of the possibilities of this genre that's been around forever.
That's exciting. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Plus, you know,
Whoops.
all of this after playing through Until Dawn, which, like, was also really good, even though that one is a couple years old. But also goes to prove the point. Like, of the 3, I think Until Dawn is, in some ways, my least favorite. But that, by no means, implies that it's not good, because I really liked Until Dawn.
Yeah.
But, like, it also, like, Until Dawn was from 3-4 years ago? And it's like, yeah,
right.
we've had that technology for years.
I'm glad you liked Until Dawn. I feel like I should try it.
I am looking forward to playing the game with you because I think you will like it. I really do.
Alright. Well, then maybe it'll happen then.
Yeah. I think you would like Detroit, although I reserve some judgment until we finish it because David Cage and things.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think you would like Council as much.
No?
It's just... It's really interesting, but I think it's interesting in a way that you wouldn't care about.
Okay. That's fair.
Because, like, it has, like, a bunch of, like, stat managing and stuff like that like, detract... Like, it's cool in some ways, but, like, I think you would enjoy something more like Until Dawn or Detroit, where it's more just about living in the moment and making the decisions.
Yeah, that seems more up my alley.
I think so.
Fuck you.
Any games coming out soon that you're excited about?
That's a good question. I don't know. Not really. I'm sure if you mentioned something, you'd be like, oh fuck, yeah, that. But, like, nothing's
I
like...
mean, hey, they just came out with the Dark Souls remaster. You didn't like it for an hour. Do you think you'd like it for more than an hour?
I don't know. So I did that. Well, there was some Dark Souls-like game that came out a while ago that was on PSN, PS Plus as a free game.
Okay. Oh, was it the...
You know what I'm talking about?
There's like a samurai sort of themed one. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Maybe? It was basically just like Dark Souls, but not. It's like a different... I don't know. I got that. I might try it. Bloodborne, that's what it was.
Okay, Bloodborne. Wow, was that really on PS Plus? I don't remember.
It was.
Yeah,
I was surprised to
Bloodborne
see
is...
it, and so I was like...
Bloodborne is
Yeah, why
actually
not?
made by the literal guy who made Dark Souls. There was like some weird thing that happened, I think, after Dark Souls 2 was released, where like he didn't have like full control of the IP, and he was sort of like unhappy with the direction that the company was taking it or whatever, and so like he just like,
Right.
I'll make my own casino with hookers and blackjack. And he made Bloodborne.
Right.
I don't know, like, I haven't played Dark Souls myself, but as I mentioned earlier, I at this point have watched, like, I don't know, at least like 16 hours of someone else playing Bloodborne.
You would
Probably more
hate
than
the
that.
fuck out of Dark Souls.
I think that I would.
You would
I-
hate that game so hard. It's so unforgiving.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that the combat is meant to be realistic in a certain way. That, like, you're meant to, like, apply a certain combat style and, like, learn it and, like, look for openings in the opponent. Like, that stuff I think is really interesting. The difficulty curve does seem like something I would hate. And it is
So there
pretty
is
integral to
no
the gameplay.
difficulty curve. Is the point? Is that it's a line. It's a straight up line at the beginning.
Well,
That's all
my
you
meaning
get.
is just that, like, the fact that, like, there is still essentially a learning curve in the sense that, like, you learn the game's mechanics, you learn the weapon skill of whatever weapon you decide you like to equip. And obviously you
Right.
get better at that over time. But, like, the fact that just everything kills you all the time from the very first second of the game, and you have to get good scrub, like, I would hate
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
But, like, I appreciate, like, the aesthetic of it to some extent, and I appreciate the concept behind it, but I don't think I would realistically play it and enjoy it.
Oh shit! Hello. Damn it! All the bombs exploded.
I didn't even notice them. Were there, like, barrels in this hallway? Do you think you
There were a
realistically
bunch
could
of
have
them. Yeah.
killed one of these guys with that?
Absolutely. If there was a bunch right now, I would just would have shot him, and that would have been it.
How many do you need still? Have you gotten any, or do you still need 2?
I need one more. I need one more. Hello.
It looks like we still have, like, a little bit of level left, judging by our experience circles.
Yeah. There aren't any more over here.
But there's a glowing suit man with an Omega virus
What?
key
What do
for
these
you.
do again? I don't even care about any of this shit. Like, I have the
They're-
guns. Like,
I think the Praetor tokens are for, like, upgrading your suit, which, as far as I can tell, do functionally nothing.
okay, great.
I think maybe they can, like, increase the usefulness of your grenade or something. Like, they increase some, like, invisible stat to your grenade that you can't see and makes no visible difference. Like the stylish, like, variable attached to your grenade. Alright, I forgot about the lifelink grenade. How come you never use your weird hologram projection garbage?
Oh my god.
I don't like these guys. Annoying.
They're not that invisible either, which is the thing.
They're, like, just invisible enough that it's slightly hard to tell the back from the front because of the weird, like, symmetrical way they're shaped.
But not at all hard to see them.
Right, like, you know they're there, you're just not sure if you're shooting at the right spot, which is somehow more annoying to me.
Yeah, I agree. Right, there better be some barrels and some dudes. Right here. There are no barrels or dudes.
I find that most video games have a real, like, undershowing of barrels. Like, there need to be more barrels in video games.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, like, really only one video game that I've played has put an appropriate premium on barrels. And that's obviously Resonance of Fate.
Yeah, right? Motherfuckers need to get their shit together. Please give me your health. Thank you. So I like the idea of being able to remotely detonate my rockets, because that means if I miss, I can hit them. The problem is by the time I know I've missed, it's too late. Oh,
yeah, it's passed by them. Yeah, that was sort of my thought when you got it. Is like, I like that idea, but it doesn't seem realistic to, like, execute it in this kind of game.
Yeah. Exactly. Alright, I don't know where I'm going to spawn. It's here, apparently.
Let's
try this again.
No, let's not. Let's see if they all die of old age. So I think we were talking a little bit about the upcoming Magic set in the last episode, Battle Bond. Do you have any plans to do the launch event? Now that you know it's not...
I'll be doing shit with the wife at the time, so she's not gonna be into that. I will be in Boston.
Wait a minute, could you play Battle Bond with the wife? Lol joke.
I could not do this thing. I could never do that.
That would not happen, though.
No, it would not happen. I mean, she's played Magic with me before. You know, I love her. She's very supportive. Oh, hello.
Hi there.
She tries.
Okay.
But
you gotta end that sentence or just leave it there? I respect either one. Interesting. We haven't seen a large quantity of this type of demon pretty much since the level it was introduced. We've seen, like, one or two, but, like, this is, like, at least the fourth one we've seen in this level.
yeah, we've seen a lot of them. Oh, come on!
Those guys hit real hard.
They really do. They really, really do. Come on, here we go. Alright, let's try this again. I think my strategy of kill these guys first was a good one.
I think you should go back to your original strategy of going and fighting and winning.
Hitting them would help, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that that's the only thing that's going wrong, but I think it would help.
It would def help. Alright, show me what you got.
Does that trigger, like, literally off you picking up the ammo, or just you stepping on the space where the ammo is? Because so far it's kind of felt like you pick it up and they attack you.
Yeah, I think it might be trigger off them picking it up.
Interesting. I feel like it makes sense to do it that way.
Hello.
The guy wants to touch your face.
Don't make me BFG you.
What do you think demons use for currency?
I've not hit him with a punch. That's a good question.
It's
actually not a good question. It's a terrible question.
It's not, really. In Charmed, I think the few times they make any reference to demons having currency, it's like the power brokers, for a specific subset of demons that trade in magical powers that are somehow, I believe unexplainedly so, extracted from a living thing and just made into an orb that you can hand to someone so that they have that power.
That's cool, I guess.
It was kind of an interesting idea. You know what's not an interesting idea? Rebooting Charmed
What?
and making it garbage. Because that's what's happening now.
No, that's a pretty terrible idea.
They just hashtag really just seriously dating this episode. I think it was last night for the first time they dropped a trailer for the Charmed reboot. And so far I am super not impressed. And I was actually, like, willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, I think you could do a lot with that these days. And I was like, oh, or you could do that.
So, who do you think their target audience is? Are you their target audience?
No.
Like, the nostalgia people, or is it the teens?
Certainly not. Like, it's definitely teen-oriented.
Is this the final boss? Is that the devil? What am I supposed to
No,
learn from what I've
I
just
think
seen?
we have 2 more levels after this. What is that, though? Demon maracas? Oh, he's La Cucaracha. He's got the sort of, like, you know,
Ow!
bug exoskeleton thing, but he's also got the maraca arm.
What does the orb do?
Repels bullets very hard.
Like, am I damaging him? It seems that way. Ow.
Yeah, you're doing some
There
damage
seems to be
him.
no way to dodge that.
So my guess... I think you're supposed to wait for his shield to come down, which it does occasionally. And then I think you get to do a lot more damage. Like, I think some of your weapons will deal damage through the shield.
So, I just fired the BFG
yeah, the
at
BFG
him.
is completely deflected by the shield.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
twice
sure you
now.
scored a direct hit there. I think that was not through the shield, and it still did nothing. And
Yeah, the
that's
shield
my
is-
neighbor's dog. I'm sure you could hear that.
I could not, but the people on the recording might be.
They
able
will
to.
definitely, I assure you, they will hear it. Man, I do not like that dog. Gotta be honest. It is like the loudest, most like schizophrenic dog ever. Like if the poke poops in the woods on the other side of the world, the dog barks about it. Like it just can't. It has no chill.
Gotcha, bitch.
Look at all that health you got.
Come at me, bro.
At one point, the dog's owner also basically said to me, like, yeah, we've never really told her not to bark. And I'm like, yeah, you don't say.
I wonder.
There's really
wonder
no
how
way
that's
for me to...
affected
Yeah.
My, the professor was at work the other day. She was walking the dog. She's a nanny, for those of you that don't know. She was walking the family's dog.
Had a dog.
Yeah, her name's Lola. She's very nice. Anyways, they walking the dog, and the dog came up to another dog, and they were sniffing each other. And she was like, "Oh no, she's very friendly." And the other person's owner was like, the other dog's owner was like, "Oh yeah, she's very unpredictable." And then,
Yeah.
and the professor was just like, "Come on, Lola, let's go. Here we go."
But that's the... I mean, like, I've definitely known people... Like, that's the thing, though. There's stages, right? Like, there's people who have dogs like that and, like, aren't really aware. What the fuck is he doing?
I do not know.
There's, like, people who have dogs like that but, like, aren't aware of it enough to, like, caution you that way. Where, like, I actually respect that to some extent. Like, I don't... Like, personally, I don't understand why you'd go to all the trouble of, like, keeping and maintaining a dog that you would have to describe in such a way as, like, it's unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
But, like... like, if that dog means something to you and whatever, like, I get that. And I respect the fact that you will tell other people, like, you know what, just, you know, be careful, whatever. But then there's, like, people like my neighbors who are just, like, not, like, self-aware enough to know that their dog is, like... I mean, like, it's certainly not the worst dog in the world, because, like, it's not dangerous in the sense it's not gonna, like, randomly attack someone. But that dog's a fucking terror, man. It just never shuts up. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
And I feel like
How am I
when
doing here?
you are doing... Oh... Well, you were doing okay, and then he hit you. That's kind of how these bosses work. You take any amount of damage, and then you're mostly dead.
Yep. This is a process. I'm not sure what the solution is to this problem.
I don't really know. It seems like he's kind of straightforward, but also he just doesn't take very much damage. Maybe this is just a test of endurance?
Yeah, I think that's all it is.
I think it is.
I'm sad that I won't be able to get my final situation, though.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't
Ah, I got him!
Still didn't do very much damage.
It seems to stun him for a second, though.
That's true. Like, if you factor in the damage your other weapon did, that was a pretty decent shot.
Oop, did I lose it there for a second? I think I lost you.
Lost me?
I got you.
Okay.
Hello.
Wasn't sure if you meant my end or yours. I could hear you. We all good.
God damn it.
So what was it the mission said that we were supposed to do? We were supposed to, like, retrieve the Crucible from its tomb. So this thing is the Crucible?
God, I couldn't fucking tell you. This thing is the thing. Like, I don't even know what its goal is. To kill me, I guess.
No, it's La Cucaracha. It's trying to play the full song. I don't know. When you still lived in LA, did you ever have the experience of like the like local ice cream cart vendor guys just like playing La Cucaracha at weird hours? Because there's like so this is like a thing in the greater LA area. Is that like there are some sort of like entrepreneurial merchants who like just have like a little push cart, usually with like ice cream or sometimes like with like grilled corn. I've seen like there's various things.
Yeah, the
It
corn
seems
with
like a
the
weird
with the
concept.
mayo and cheese and shit.
Yeah. So there's just like a variety of like weird sort of vendors, but there's this one in my neighborhood for like as long as I've lived here, who just at like 9 p.m. like has some horn on his little cart that he pushes that just plays like the first like whole verse of La Cucaracha at like fucking 9 p.m. like every night.
Yep.
It's like a really weird time to be doing a really weird thing, especially since like think about this, man, because I'm like pretty sure that particular vendor does like ice cream stuff. So like it's obviously warm in Southern California for much of the year, but like, you know, man, you wanna go out and like meet some like weird guy to buy ice cream at 9 o'clock? It sounds like a front for a drug deal. Maybe that's
Maybe
what's
it is.
really going on. Have you tried chainsawing him?
I haven't.
Don't actually do that, it'll never work.
You never know.
It would be really funny if that worked. Part of me secretly hopes that... I'm still gonna be working on the assumption that the final boss is the devil, because, you know, probably.
I'm just gonna die because I have no
Yeah,
health
you should
and
do
this
that
is
at this
stupid.
point. So assuming that the final boss is the devil, I'm hoping that he has at least 2 forms, and that there's like some secret cheese condition where you just can kill the first one if you have full chainsaw. You just chainsaw him like straight up.
That would be legit. That would be too legit.
Because like I'm not saying you win the whole fight, like you just get to skip the first phase that way. Like that feels like a pretty good reward. Like I would be happy with that.
Yeah. I agree. Got you.
This guy's
Alright,
tough.
it's going well, alright.
Yeah, no, you're doing pretty well. Like, it's just, no matter how much you shoot him, he just takes, like, a little bit at a time. He's like, super armored or something. I feel like you got robbed there. It seemed like that shot went, like, straight through him.
We'll see. I'm working on it. I mean, it's basically just in fucking endurance, man.
Yeah, I think you're
And-
just
and
supposed to,
tr-
like,
and
dodge
that shit.
eternally.
That shit's really hard to dodge.
Yeah.
There's a timing to that that I'm not able to grasp yet.
Do you think any of your grenades might be helpful? Maybe the hologram might actually be good against him because then he'll like
Heyo.
focus on that instead of shooting you with the undodgeable attack.
Maybe? No. I'll try it next time.
Yeah. I feel like I should know this by now, but I don't pay enough attention to this particular detail. When you die, does your ammo get reset to where it was when you checkpointed?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
That was sort of my impression. Some of these bosses, I feel like we would have noticed if you just, like, ran out of rockets or something.
Damn it. This close.
Oh, it also shoots a little
Can't
bit.
tell if that works or not.
Does it actually do damage? Some ammo drop, too. Is that from an earlier attack? I don't remember that being.
Nah, I died.
There. I think it's worth trying. I think that kind of did something.
Let's try this again.
No, don't try that again, because that time you died. Try something else. Try like winning this time.
Alright, let's try winning.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, win!
At least he makes a cool noise.
It's true.
Wow.
I still feel like you should just play with Cucaracha with his face. But like a really horrible, like, demonic slurping version.
Damn it. So the trick with the big yellow orbs is to jump over them.
Really? I would not guess that.
Yeah, believe it or not. Which is hard, so if you hop around too much, the timing isn't right.
Yeah, you'll get caught mid-jump or something and you'll land on it or whatever.
Right. I did a small amount of damage to him.
You're doing something.
See?
Wow. It's really hard to even, like, register. I mean, I think there's, like, a little bit of lag just from, you know, signal transmission to my end, but, like...
Yeah.
It doesn't even... There's something about the way it's rendered. It doesn't even, like, really look like it's going under you. It just seems like if you're in the air, it doesn't hit you. It's weird.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's not super well animated.
Yeah.
It's like the hitbox is smaller than you think it should be.
Yeah. Because it seems like gigantic.
Ah, I didn't get over it. See?
It seems like it only renders it if it hits
Fuck.
you, which is annoying.
Try again. We can do this, Vasco. We
I
can fucking do
in
it.
us.
I believe in someone.
I mostly believe in my contributions, but I think that together we'll do it.
You're doing great. Thank you so much for your help.
You are welcome. But you do owe me.
Who's enjoying this music?
You take it or leave it.
This is going well.
It is.
Right in the face.
How? Right in the kisser.
I just need more of those. Whoops, I missed.
What do you mean by those specifically?
So like when he's like just like fucking attacking right at me, ow.
That's it.
And I can just jump backwards
Right, and his
and
shield
shoot
is
him
down
like
so you
that.
can-
That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
nice.
It just sucks that, like, absolutely none of your weapons seem to be able to do, like, a large enough amount of damage in one shot that you can, like, make this fight take anything less than, like, 15 minutes or something. Seems rough.
Ow.
And it's hard to time.
Very.
Even having figured out that inexplicable workaround. I guess the direct BFG shot was a little bit more than I remembered. I mean, you got it less than half. I guess this
Come at me, bro.
This level gives you like a pretty good amount of BFG ammo. It's because you're intended to sort of do that. Oh,
what the fuck is that?
What is this? Oh, lame. Who's a pretty ballerina?
The problem is that like the thing that does the most damage in one shot to get through that shield is the rocket launcher. But the other problem is that if you're too close to him, you get hit by your own rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why I lost.
That's the perpetual like Doom problem, right? Is that like in this game, like it seems like you want the rocket launcher all the time, which in some ways is fun because they're pretty generous with the ammo for it, but
they're like really generous with the ammo for it.
It seems like it, but you're constantly dealing yourself splash damage in like every conceivable situation. Do you think locking on the rockets would be at all useful here?
Doing what?
Locking on the rockets?
No, I've got the other thing open.
Yeah.
I feel like, if anything, that's more useful. Because, like, the lock-on time is too short. Too long, rather. This is working.
Does the lock-on hold if they, like, break a direct line of sight with you?
I think so.
So then, like, maybe you could, like, lock on while he's got the shield on and then wait for it to go down, was my thought. I don't know if that's actually...
Maybe. This is working.
This is working. I wouldn't necessarily tell you to change it. Just sort of thinking out loud, I guess. Just sort of trying to consider things that, like, might be helpful here, because it really just seems like this just fucking takes forever, man.
It's just hard. It's just time.
You're getting like a chest bumping competition with him, and like sumo him out of the ring.
I got 2 shots in that time. Ow.
So I'm guessing you triggered his ballerina trap card somewhere around this. Yeah, either 50% or you might have actually gotten him down to a third last time. So that might have done it. Maybe you got him like exactly at a third when he just does it right away at that point, or maybe there's a chance that he does it at less than.
I'm also out of ammo.
Get out of ammo. The shotgun's actually doing pretty good work there.
Yeah.
It's probably a little harder to use since you obviously want to be close range for it.
Yeah, it's not easy. But it's doing work.
It's definitely a viable weapon here.
It's too slow to get 2 shots off there.
So like, the last boss you fought wasn't exactly like the pinnacle of interesting boss design, but this guy somehow seems like less interesting. Whoa. Hit him with your butt shot. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? He like
I don't know, I thought I had him,
but doesn't have a new form?
Didn't die, yeah. He was just like, oh no, I'm not actually dead for some reason.
He like Black Knighted you from the Holy Grail. He's a flesh.
There we go.
Oh, you have.
I think I might have had to do that.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I do think you killed the last boss, like, similarly, by, like, tearing off his head and whatever.
Fuck you. Great. Another one?
According to your codex, these are just called monsters. I think they've truly run out of ideas.
Am I supposed to do this again?
Seriously? That can't be right. I thought that was just gonna be like a... Okay, I thought that was just gonna be a cutscene where, like, they, like, dragged you to the next circle of hell or whatever.
Is it helping me? I think it might be helping me.
Which one?
The other one? Good thing this gives you a lot of fucking ammo.
Yeah, wait,
nope, it's definitely not helping me.
No, it's not. The other one's doing his ballet twirl.
Cannot do it. You know, I figured I'd try.
Yeah.
This is a time.
It seems like the game doesn't want this to seem very exciting anymore because it sounds like the music's gone. Am I wrong?
No, it's there. It's just not very good. Barrel, 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 barrel. That's all it's doing.
I am not hearing. I'm like hearing all of the other sound from the game, but not that.
Why did that hurt me? I was in the air.
To me, it kind of just sounds like there's like white noise and gunshots. Hashtag memoir titles.
I'll take that BFG ammo, thank you. Oh no! I thought I had the shotgun!
But
where's that gonna take me back
to? The checkpoint's gotta be after the first one's dead, though, right?
I mean, one would think.
They can't do some of... It's gotta be.
Yeah, okay.
See, now I hear the music. Weird. I got that ballerina twirl thing is really annoying. Maybe because of how, like, nonsensical it looks. Where this giant creature is very, like, nimbly flying all the way across this arena thing.
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous.
Like, it doesn't feel very demonic, it doesn't feel very powerful, but somehow it is. So, like, there's this disconnect between, like, it looks really dumb, but is, like, powerful against you.
Yeah.
Shotgun appears to be MVP of this particular encounter.
Seriously.
See, I
Damn
also...
it!
What?
I don't know, I died suddenly.
That's weird. I also take some exception to, the idea that they show you this one health bar for the two guys, and when you get it down to less than half, one of them doesn't die.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to how the health bar situation is working here.
I think you just have to keep dealing damage to either one of them until it's at 0 and then they both die, but that doesn't make any sense. That seems weird.
Oh, I did it again.
Britney Spears
the 5 and the 6 are too close together.
Oh no!
What are you doing? I stopped him? Question mark.
Sort of, but there's still like a weird spiral twister energy pattern thing. Oh,
what is going on here?
I don't know. Something.
It's just like hanging out.
Yeah. He's just
I
showing off.
think it doesn't matter. I think I just need to kill. I think I just need to reduce their health to 0.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. I think generally you just have to get the communal health bar to 0 and then they're both dead. Or they both leave or whatever. But like that's the thing, is you just keep damaging either one of them.
Yeah, like, shotgun is MVP. Ah, you hit your friend.
Maybe they're just like unsuccessful business partners, you don't know. Don't just assume their relationship. Yeah. Wait. He's at like 15% health. How are you suddenly able to kill one of them? And not the other?
Reasons.
God damn it, why?
Reasons.
No, but like why though? What are the reasons?
I don't know, but he's dead now, so that's cool. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I care.
Well, it's the Crucible. You have to recover it from the tomb, obviously. How could that be any clearer?
Thanks for all the bullshit. Did I win?
Well, there you go. I guess
look.
that's the Crucible. No,
Got
that's
this.
the Crucible. The Crucible
Is it an axe or a hammer?
It's
Or
a
a
heavy
key?
metal guitar. Or a
hey,
keyblade.
Master
Master
Chief.
Chief? What the fuck?
Yo, bro. No problem. I got your back. Tether.
Oh, yeah.
Tethered
This
to
was
what?
actually explained. Discount Optimus Prime is bringing us back. He activated some mind control thing so that he could yank us back when he felt like it. Because he didn't trust
All right.
us or something.
Well, that's the end of the game, and this is the end of my one.
I mean, it's not really the end of the game, I don't think.
For today, anyway.
Well, yeah, I just mean... I feel like we still have to talk to Discount Optimus Prime. But we'll do that next
probably.
time.
Join us then.
You know what else seems a little weird about the story? Is, like, I get that, like, you know, the demons are bad and they want to kill humans because reasons. But, like, it seems like they're sort of positioned in a way that they're, like, trying to stop you, but, like, most of the demons don't demonstrate any amount of, like, sapience. Like
do you
they don't like understand your plan. It's not like they're like, he's gonna close the hell door, kill him. They're just sort of like, we are demons still. We're mad about everything. Have any idea how much it sucks being a demon? I would assume a lot. I don't actually have firsthand knowledge.
Here's two.